We don't know how the privatization of the island airports, the regional airports, will end up. I have to say, I thought that Minister Statakis before was very receptive and sympathetic to our views. We admired some of the policy views of the last government, but the outcome seems to be the same outcome as previous governments. So from now on, I'm not going to talk about any governments in Greece. I leave that to the Greek people, obviously, as it should be. But we will design our flying programs accordingly. So we don't know, for example, what the price of the airports in the islands in Greece will be next year. And part of our 10% planned growth, I would say a third of that, is allocated to a specific aircraft, which we are considering to locate in Kos, potentially Hania, potentially Corfu, or depending on the outcome, Malta, which is not in Greece, as you know. So, you know, the potential is there. We are certainly going to grow. Some of that growth is going to be determined over the next weeks and months by the policies of the government. I should say that we wrote to Minister Kefalogianni, and we didn't get a reply, with a very simple suggestion, which was remove the taxes in the winter and we will continue our flights in the winter. We then wrote to Minister Coutura. We wrote to Minister Coutura and suggested to her that we would start our flying program early next year. So in the off-season we would start if she dropped the taxes on certain routes. No reply. We've written to Minister Protopsalti, and apart from being three very glamorous ladies, they have in common also that they didn't reply. Now they're very busy, I can understand that, but I'm surprised that in a country where 20% of the GDP is tourism, and 1 in 5 of the population is employed in tourism, and 50% of the young people are unemployed, that the tourism minister is too busy to reply to the biggest airline in Europe. And I don't mean to say that in some sort of pompous way, but we can do something specific and immediate.
But
yes.
Minister Coutura had a meeting with you, I think,
yes.
but Kefalogianni didn't have. So
she did. Sorry, she did. That was misreported, I saw, but I thought it would be too confusing to try and correct it. No, everybody we've met in Greece, everybody has been charming and pleasant. I have to say I particularly admired the thoughts of Minister Statakis on matters relating to transport and tourism. But that's a personal view. Everyone's entitled to a personal view, including my boss, who made some unfortunate personal views public about Greece. But no, I met Minister Kefalogianni, whom I believe is also on the first floor of this building at the moment, so you can ask her, we met her. But, you know, we offered to fly last winter, through the winter, to Hania, if they removed the tax. But the preference seemed to have been to keep the tax, but not collect any, because there were no passengers. Look, that's their decision. We've made our position clear now over, 18 months of press conferences. So I'm not going to talk about that again. We're going to grow in Greece by hopefully 10% next year, depending on the outcome of the airport sale, depending on the pricing in Athens airport. I think there's an Athens representative lurking in the corner. Depending on pricing in Athens airport, we will either grow quickly there or slowly. But we're very happy to be here in Greece. I think we, as an airline, were very, whatever about what my boss said, we were very loyal to Greece this summer. We've moved very quickly and offered free flights in the marketplace. And we had very quick and significant discounts in the international market. At the same time, other airlines were cutting. So, I mean, that's the beginning and end of my political spiel, if you like. Happy to take other questions. In Greek also.